Summer officially begins this week. What's in the stars for us?
Funny thing you should ask. In the stars, the sun goes into Cancer on the 20th. It's the solstice. And so when the sun changes signs, that's where our attention shifts and where we put our energy. So I thought I would go through all 12 signs so people could see where they were going to be focusing that energy. So for Cancers, it's about them. It's all about them. It's the most selfish time of year for Cancer, which I think is a very good thing because they need to promote their own interests. And they have been staying back behind the scenes. And that comes to an end starting on Wednesday. It's all about them getting their wants and their needs met.
All right, Bill Connolly, step up to the front, buddy.
Step up and get recognized. For Leos, this is a time, it's the end of Leo's solar year, so it's a good time for them to take a vacation. It's a good time for them to take a step back. They've got a huge amount of things on their plate. Stuff they've been working on, stuff that will all come to be beginning probably the middle of August. So now is the time for them to step back, take a look at it, and make sure that they get rid of what is extraneous, that they've been just dragging around.
Right.
So that when they do, when the sun does get into their sign in the end of July, that they are streamlined and they're not trying to drag a bunch of baggage with them along.
Gotcha.
For Virgos, it is in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. Virgos have done well inserting themselves into career matters, but now it's time for them to rely on their well-placed female friends to help them achieve a long-standing hope, wish, goal, or objective. I just saw my own future clearly.
Yeah, there you go. Take a look.
For Libras, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing, and they get professional feedback. It's time for Libras to decide what they are going to do with their career. They've been very quiet, waiting for other people to make decisions for them, and the Libra finds their voice and begins to say what it is that they want out of their career, that they are proactive instead of waiting for somebody to meet them halfway, that they are actually proactive on it. For Scorpios, the law's on their side, and I find when the law's on your side, you should use it to get what it is that you want. And sometime after Wednesday, the important communication that the Scorpio has been waiting for, which probably has legal stuff to do with it, but more money stuff to do with it, finally arrives, and they get to breathe a huge sigh of relief. For Sagittarians, they need to learn that nickels and dimes add up to dollars, and they need to pay attention to that, and they haven't been. And they get the benefit of unearned income. Other people's resources flow their way rather than their own, which is a cool thing. For Capricorns, their partners have a lot to say. And Capricorn really needs to listen to what the partner's saying about their feelings and not discount it. Because Capricorns can be pretty harsh and they don't realize that their partners have feelings too. And partners make it very clear that they have feelings. Their needs need to be addressed as well as the Capricorns. For Aquarians, it's in their 6th house of work and some sort of work problem that's been going on for the last 2 years or so finally gets straightened out one way or the other. They either go forward with it or just go, you know what, there's no future in it. But it's a matter of them dealing with those responsibilities.
Gotcha.
For Pisces, they just want to have fun. Aquarians had fun last month. Now it's Pisces time to have a good time. For romance, for children, for sports, amusements, pleasures, the focus is on Pisces taking a vacation. For Aries, they have issues at home that they need to deal with. There's some sort of thing going on at home, and they need to pay attention to it. It's not going to heal itself. If it's some sort of mechanical thing, mechanical things don't heal. The Aries needs to be proactive in shoring up their foundations at home. For Tauruses, the pace of their day-to-day living is about to pick up to warp speed. They put a whole bunch of things in motion in April, and now all of those things are coming into play. And they are going to have to work really hard to stay ahead of the power curve to be able to not fall behind because they're the ones that have places to go, people to see, and things to do. And they're not ones to ask for help.
Very true. That's bad.
So they will be doing that. And then the last line for Geminis, it's about making more money. It's about finding a way to increase the amount of earned income that they make. And with them, they actually get some help from females to go ahead and do that. But Geminis in particular are the ones that have been yelled at for the last 6 months or so. So at least they find out what their fate is. And then when they do that, it's about making more money. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac.
So overall, the transition from spring to summer looks pretty good.
I think it looks good. I think it looks good for Tampa. I think we get plenty of rain and no wind, which I'm a big fan of. Because even though we've gotten a lot of rain, we still need more.
Yes, we do.
So
see you next week with more good news.
Always a pleasure.